I am our Tagetik practice lead at VantagePoint, and I view that really as having three key responsibilities. The first of those is ensuring that we drive tangible value for our clients through what I see as our fantastic delivery team. The second is creating a culture and a practice that people want to be a part of. And as part of that, I'm ultimately responsible for people's personal and career growth whilst they're with us. And then the third point is I'm ultimately responsible for driving a commercially viable and successful practice. Driving strong partnerships at VantagePoint is extremely key in everything that we do, and I think the reason that we're able to do so successfully is because we view partnerships as important across our clients, our software partners, so for me and Tagetik, and also internally across all of our different teams, departments that ultimately are driving value for our clients. And I think in the fact that we build relationships internally through, I think, two simple things, which is having fun and earning trust, I think those two core principles then apply to all of the other relationships that we build. And so I suppose that simple approach is something that's front of mind for every single person. And as such, when we work with clients, we strive to just be fun and enjoyable people to work with. And I think having that as a core part of our approach makes it super simple for it to always be remembered and be front of mind. I think the second part of this then is earning trust. And whilst I think there are lots of other consultancies that could probably deliver the value that we deliver through tooling and software implementation, what you get from working with VantagePoint is people that genuinely want to make decisions that are best for you, even if maybe sometimes it's not best for us. And so we see that as a key part of earning the trust of the people that we work with. My role specifically benefits our customers in a couple of different ways. The first is I'm an account manager. And what that means is that all of our clients, whether they be current projects we're working on, past clients, I aim to have a touch point with all of them. Reason being that I suppose we try to develop a culture of continuous learning feedback at VantagePoint. One of the best ways for us to then drive that towards tangible value for our clients is to solicit feedback from our clients at any given opportunity, where we'll try and push for how we can continue to develop, grow, to answer to more of our clients' requirements and needs, and then feeding that back into an environment where everyone is keen to learn, grow and develop means that we continue to, I suppose, change with our clients' needs over time. So I think that's one way. Another way is I'm uniquely positioned to help our clients find more value than just Tagetik tooling. And by that I mean we have a whole host of departments, such as our advisory department, that can help outside of just what software implementation might look like. And so by connecting with our clients, speaking to them about what their primary concerns are, where they're looking to take their businesses moving forward, I can ensure that we're set up to continue delivering value outside of the project that you might currently be working on. So I thought long and hard about this, and I think the reason being that when you look forwards, you obviously want to try and think big, right? And you want to strive for what you really see as greatness, I suppose. I actually then settled on, I think, what is a fairly simple approach to moving forwards, which is I think we'll be doing very much the same thing we're doing now, but it will be helping clients with different challenges and issues that they're facing. So if we look at the Office of the CFO 2024, right, probably two primary concerns are climate in the form of ESG and the opaque journey that a lot of businesses are currently going on to try and, I suppose, help their investors understand what they're doing to keep climate front of mind. And then we also see cost controllership and making decisions based on insights and data-driven insights. And so if we look at those things, they're maybe not things that people would have been thinking about focusing on 2 years ago. And so I think our approach will fundamentally stay the same. I think our approach works in helping clients find value in working with us, but we will continue to develop and grow our team in order to answer to changing requirements and a changing environment that CFOs and businesses are indeed working in. I'm going to fall back on relationship building again. I think what you get from working with VantagePoint, hopefully from the first moment you meet us, is a feeling of working with someone that wants to be your trusted advisor. And I think earning trust is a key part of everything that we do, every relationship that we build, in the sense that we want to make decisions that will benefit you in the long run, rather than maybe benefit us. And so working with us, you're going to get a feeling of working with someone you can trust. I also think you're going to feel like you're working with people that genuinely enjoy your company, enjoy the time that we spend with you. I think it's really simple to say, but ultimately when we embark on a project that's going to be a 6-12 month transformation program, we appreciate that we're going to be spending a lot of time together. And as such, I suppose it's really easy to say throughout the entirety of that time, we'll make sure that we're solving complex problems for you and delivering really efficient tooling and helping you drive efficiencies and cost savings, and that's all great and really important. But the other thing that we want to do is drive a personal relationship with you such that we can get to know you a little better, understand actually what day-to-day you find most difficult in your personal role, right? And then that helps us to, I think, further both drive value but also just be enjoyable people to be around, which is key across 6 to 12 months, I suppose. I think we've matured, we've grown up. When I joined VantagePoint, we were 30-ish people, all sitting in one office. And whilst we all still sit in one office, it's a lot bigger because there's now about 130 of us. But again, I think I mentioned core value earlier, and I suppose core fundamental principles that underpin everything that we do. I think in that sense, we haven't actually changed that much. I think we have grown, and as such, maybe some of our internal processes have changed to better support that growth and better support the people at VantagePoint on their own personal journeys and careers. But I think the value that clients will see, the way in which we partner, the way in which we work with our software partners as well, fundamentally hasn't changed that much. We're still guided by the same principles we were when we were 5 people, 10 people, 30 people, but I think we've probably matured in a way that better supports the people at VantagePoint, and I think that's key. I think the time that I'll go for is likely in my previous role where I was looking after another one of our software partners. And one thing at VantagePoint that I think is really key is we are still fairly flat. Whilst there is, of course, a leadership team to help steer and direct the business, there is still plenty of opportunity for all of the fantastic delivery team that I mentioned earlier to elevate themselves into those roles of responsibility and, I suppose, helping steer the business as we continue to grow and expand. And when I was in my previous role, I suppose it got to the point where we had helped develop and grow that team to the point where actually some of that team were able to take over the primary responsibilities that I previously had, allow me to move elsewhere, and then they could elevate themselves into a leadership team looking after that software provider. And I think that's a really, really cool use case of helping individuals grow to the point where actually they become leaders themselves, and as such it enables VantagePoint also to continue to expand and grow organically, which is really key for us. I would probably be a chef. I absolutely love cooking when I have the time. I don't think a chef would necessarily give me better hours, but I do think it's a passion of mine that I absolutely love to do, and I think it's probably what I'll pursue at some point in the future. Something like that would probably be perfect.